Hey, this is Fly from ChiTownRocks.com. I'm here with Marky, Ramone, and Andrew WK on tour. Okay, first off, welcome to Chicago.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What do you think of our fine city?
Love it. Second city. I've come here many a time, and it's always a rocking place.
Right.
And that's what gravitates me.
All right. What made you decide to put this tour together?
Well, there's a lot of young people now that never saw the Ramones, but they want to hear the songs. So we still do the music the way it is, but Andrew puts his own icing on the cake.
Okay.
He has his own style to it.
Mm-hmm.
So we do 35 classic Ramone songs, and we've been doing this in Russia, we've been doing it in China, Spain, Italy, France, Serbia, New York the other night, Washington, Boston. So we've been on about a 14, 15 week tour.
All right, and everything's going good?
Oh yeah, can't complain.
No problems, okay. How did it come about that Andrew over here is fronting the tour now?
Oh.
Well, we have a mutual friend named Steve Lewis, and Marky and I like to refer to him as a king of the nighttime world.
In New York.
In New York City. You know, this guy's been involved in, Studio 54, of course, the Limelight. He's just a maven of, partying, really. And he helped my friends and I open our own nightclub called Santos Party House. Actually, where Marky and I played our first show together. And Marky went to Steve and said, "Hey, do you have any ideas for someone to sing for, the Blitzkrieg, his band?" And Steve, for whatever reason, he thought of me, which I'm very thankful for. And I met with Marky, and I was very nervous, but there was never a debate. There was never any doubt in my mind that this is something that I have to do.
Have you always been a fan of Ramone music?
Absolutely.
Cool.
There's never been better music in the world, and somehow or another I was able to rise to the occasion. The music brings out the best in me, and just about everybody, I think, and here we are.
Great.
Yep.
Okay, I grew up on the north side of Chicago, very Italian,
Good.
and I see that you have some business adventures, most notably your own line of pasta sauce.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that
Yeah.
a little bit?
My grandfather was the head chef for the Copacabana in New York City for 20 years.
Beautiful.
And I used to watch him cook as a boy. And I was always amazed at his creativity. And when I got kicked out of my house at 18, I had to cook for myself, so I just made spaghetti, and that was the cheapest and easiest way to survive for 4 days, a big pot of spaghetti. So obviously the ingredients weren't as good as the ones that are in my jar of the sauce now. So it took about 6 months to make, and it came in #2 in the Wall Street Journal. I mean, I'm not a Wall Street Journal reader, but I mean, okay, that's good. But it was that simple, and the result is in all the reviews of how good it is. Plus, it's in Whole Foods in California, Gourmet Garage in New York. It's online, MarkyRamone.com.
Okay.
So that's it.
It's really good.
10% goes to Autism Speaks, so I'm proud of that.
Okay.
That's
And I can chime in as a slightly impartial, taste tester. It is phenomenal, because I really didn't know what to expect. Marky gave me a jar actually the first night that we met, and we opened it up and we put it on pasta. My wife and I, we ended up eating it on eggs, on chips as a salsa dip. It's so flavorful.
Yeah.
It blows away. Not only just any sauce you can buy in a jar, but most restaurants. It really is just as good as it gets.
Awesome. The original Dust albums were remastered on Legacy Records and came out in April. What made you decide to do that, and how has the response been to those albums?
They're all sold out. They have to reissue. They have to do more.
Right.
To make more. They were numbered vinyl editions, two of them, of both albums, and then the CDs. So we remastered them in New York, and it's amazing how much heavier and powerful they sound compared to the originals.
Yeah.
We were only 16 years old in high school when we made those albums, and we were one of the first heavy metal bands in America. So I was very happy to have reissued them on a quality label like Sony. They were originally on Buddha Kama Sutra, which really wasn't the right label for that genre of music.
Right.
So now we got some justice going on here, and they kick ass.
Good, good. That's good to hear. You're currently in your 7th year as a DJ
On Sirius XM.
on Sirius XM.
Ninth year.
9th year.
Yeah.
Okay. With Marky Ramone's Punk Rock Blitzkrieg, which I've listened to a few times.
Thank you.
Tell me what makes you continue to enjoy doing that as opposed to making music and touring.
Well, I like both. It's another part of the music business. It's just another way of keeping this genre of music alive, which is punk rock. I play old school, middle school, and new school, and there's a lot of listeners. It's the biggest punk rock show in America. Not that there's so many of them, but it is a satellite. It goes to every state.
XM and Sirius it's beautiful. It's great to have that, and you can say what you want. You can play what you want.
I pick what I want.
Right.
And, that was the agreement, and everyone's really cool up there.
It's funny talking about punk rock. I coming up here, on my iPod, I just put it on shuffle when I'm got to get on the highway, and the Exploited Punk's Not Dead came on. I was like, this is just perfect for tonight. This will be my theme for the evening.
Good.
It's an omen.
Yeah, it's an omen. All right, some of my favorite shows on TV besides The Walking Dead, which I love, are Anthony Bourdain's programs.
Right.
I know he's a huge fan of the Ramones. How did you two become friends? And the second part of that question is he like as cool and witty in real life as he is on the shows?
Yeah, he is. He's a natural. He's definitely a natural. He invited me down to his restaurant, and he cooked a really good meal for me and my wife, and we ate dinner together, and then we made friends, and then he checked out my sauce, loved it. He became friends with the chef at DBGB's, Danny Ballou, where they served the sauce. Yeah. Where they serve my sauce, but Anthony is definitely real. He doesn't put it on. He's the same all the time. Yeah. And a great guy, and
very intelligent too. I mean, he's a world traveler. So
so he goes everywhere.
Okay. Do you have any relationship with Michael Graves anymore, or is that kind of
Michael?
He's doing his own thing.
He's doing his own thing. I give him more power to him. And the last show we did together was Rock in Rio in Rio de Janeiro, in Brazil.
Yes.
In front of 250,000 people. And it was a good ending. I like Michael as a writer, a person, and I wish him the best of luck.
Okay. Great singer.
Yeah. All right. We're almost done. Andrew, I kind of jotted this down as I was doing some research. You're playing on Rob Zombie's Great American Nightmare.
That's right.
In California.
For Halloween night.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Rob Zombie has built, arguably the most complex and biggest, most fantastic haunted house that at least California has ever known, in Pomona there, at the Fearplex, and it's a Halloween extravaganza. It's a festival. There's the haunted house, but there's also bands playing, and Rob and actual Kevin Lyman from Warped Tour, he invited me and my band to play Halloween night.
That's beautiful.
Which is really the most exciting night of all to be able to play at a haunted house. So we're going to be out there, my entire band and I, and we're going to have some fun and explore the haunted house and the grounds there, and just summon up the party spirits, the cheerful ones.
That's beautiful. All right, in closing, Marky, what's the plans for the rest of the year, early in 2014?
Well, we're going to England after these 5 shows in America, and come back. My book's finished. It will be out 2014. Now I got to choose the photos.
Do you have a title for it yet?
No, I'll tell you why. I blotted out a title for the book, but then somebody bought the name, and then they own it. So I'm going to keep it under wraps for now. But it's very comprehensive. Written by Ramone, not a relative or second or third wife. It's somebody who is in the inner circle. Okay. So it's all factual. So check it out.
Is there any newer bands that kind of caught your eye lately,
Well, my
as far as
show-
like punk or
Yeah.
rock or metal or anything?
On my show, I have to, you have to be on your toes with that stuff. So
Right,
there are
right.
a lot of good new bands, like the Loved Ones, the Gallows from London.
Okay.
You know, they're England's premier punk band now. Well, then Riverboat Gamblers are really good. I like what the individuals of Rancid are doing on their own. They have side projects. So, you know, you got to look, and there is a lot of good stuff.
Okay, good. Well, I'm sure they could hear it on your show
Definitely.
on Sirius XM.
Without a doubt.
And I appreciate it. Thank you very
Yeah,
much for your time.
anytime.
This is Fly signing off from ChiTownRocks.com.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, Chicago.
All right.